mash. He did the mash. It caught on and flag. He did the mash. He did the monster. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom at the vampire's feast. The Guildhall.
Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, Wes Troop, and for this review I am in my tidy whities. For those of you who watch Glee, and for those of you who don't watch Glee, who may be fans of this movie I'm reviewing, tonight is a very special night on Glee, as they are doing Rocky Horror Tribute for Halloween. And Rocky Horror, in case you don't know, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is the movie I'm reviewing right now, is a cult classic from 1975. And it is really, even if you don't like musicals, check this out, because it's an experience like none other. I cannot name one movie that is like Rocky Horror, at least most of it. Maybe the setup, okay, but it is, it's strange, it's weird, it's great. It is something you will never see again. This film just gained such a humongous following, a following of people who participate to the screen. They yell certain lines at the screen. They all have this, not scripted, but they've made these lines over the years, and it's just tremendous how they, all come together and figure this stuff out. It's everywhere, all across America, England. It's just it's a big thing. You go and you yell at the movie, you perform on the stage while the movie's going, or in front of the screen, whatever. It's a really cool experience. It's based on a rock and roll musical written by Richard O'Brien, who's the master of Rocky Horror, whatnot. He also plays Riff Raff, which I'll get to later. So the musical was, transformed into this film. I was in the musical version. I played Brad Majors, the asshole. I got asshole yelled at me all the time, and some people still call me that. Not really having to do with Brad Majors, but okay, so I still get called it. But anyway, speaking of me being in it, it was just such a great experience, and the people yelling stuff at you while you're acting is just great. It's I don't think I'll ever experience something like that again, unless I do it again, of course. But directors out there, I'm talking to you. So it was such a great experience, and the Rocky Horror Cast 2006, shout out. You say I don't take care of you? Right here. I took care of you. For the few of you who haven't seen the film, I will tell you a little bit about it. A newly engaged couple of Brad, played by Barry Bostwick in the film version, and Janet, played by Susan Sarandon, have a breakdown with their car. And the only place around is a weird, strange-looking castle owned by the sweet transvestite Dr. Frank N. Furter, played by Tim Curry. And as we say on here on the A-List, to make a long story short, antics ensue. Lots of antics, for that matter. Other cast includes Richard O'Brien, who I said is the master of this whole thing. He wrote this. Played by... not played by, jeez. Richard O'Brien plays Riff Raff, the butler, the manservant, I suppose. Patricia Quinn plays Magenta, the maid. Nell Campbell, Little Nell, plays Columbia, who's Frankenfurter's groupie, I suppose. Jonathan Adams plays Dr. Everett Scott. Great Scott! Peter Hinwood plays Rocky, the creation. Meatloaf, who you'll know from music fame, plays Eddie. And Charles Gray plays the narrator / criminologist. He's an expert on this thing. So, yeah, all in all, it's a great cast. Other than this, I don't think they were really seen much in America, other than the main stars, Tim Curry, Barry Bostwick, Susan Sarandon. I don't think they were really seen other than Shock Treatment, which is a supposed sequel to Rocky Horror, which this sort of it blows. So I wouldn't watch it. When this film first came out, nobody really got it. No one really understood what the hell was going on. They thought the story was horrible. A lot of critics gave it slack, and it just was not a hit. And then, these followers of the movie, the diehard fans, would go and started yelling this stuff at the screen, and it just became a cult classic. You say anything about Rocky Horror, and mostly everyone knows what you're talking about. Love it or hate it, they know Rocky Horror, Well, it has great music, it's very entertaining, and it is, like I said before, it's one of the most different movies that's out there. You will not see anything like this again, unless they make the remake. Supposedly, Glee creator Ryan Murphy is trying to do a whole remake. I don't think that's a good idea. Leave it alone! But they could release it more in regular theaters, so we could go and yell stuff. But I don't know if they want to do that. So, anyway, that is Rocky Horror Picture Show. And therefore, the A-List gives the film, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, the rating of A-List approved. It gets the A-List seal of approval. So, everybody watch Glee tonight. I know I will be. Definitely check it out. I'm definitely psyched to see what they do with this Rocky Horror stuff. So, till tomorrow's review, where we'll do another Horror Mania movie. Till then, Troop out.